Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, people, you know what it is. More time, it's more time. I'm the monk, back with another block rocking stream for you. And this time, we're taking a look at the beef. I'm saying the rap beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. The saga continues. Today, at God knows what time, earlier today, Kendrick Lamar dropped his next diss song after Euphoria. If you caught my tap in episode, we tapped in, had a look at the beef so far, and yeah, Kendrick's just dropped 616 in LA, and yeah, it's sounding crazy, I can't lie. Apparently the 616 is Father's Day in Canada. Apparently, that's what I'm hearing. So he's basically sonning Drake yet again. I don't think Drake is faring too well in the beef. I think the only thing he said is that Kendrick Lamar's got small feet, and if you think that's a diss, it's a diss, but it ain't nothing major. I don't think Kendrick Lamar is losing sleep over that. And also Drake's records are kind of weak. I might have a unnatural bias towards Kendrick Lamar, seeing as I rap myself. I'm a lyricist, I'm a wordsmith, so I appreciate the finer things in rap, the finer details. I'm seeing a lot of fans complaining that Kendrick Lamar is too technical. They like the ABC rap, you know what I'm saying? They like that easy to listen to, but you know what I mean, that I'm not really into that, you know what I mean. I think the mainstream might very well be into that. However, as a rapper myself, I can tell you right now, Drake is not winning. There's no way. Drake ain't said enough, and his bars ain't been hard enough to counter what Kendrick has brought to the table so far. As you already know, we had Like That, which was a Future record featuring Metro Boomin and Kendrick Lamar, or it might be a Metro Boomin record featuring Future and Kendrick Lamar, and that was one of the hardest beats of the year. Not just the hook, not just the beat, not just the bars, the whole package was crazy. And I'm hearing academics talk a lot of doo doo on his opinions on things, and you already know that little chipmunk, he ain't real, man. He's just a clout merchant, made his career off clout. He's even got mentioned by Kendrick in the latest diss track, and that's what clout gets you, man. It gets you attention, and you know what they say: good attention, bad attention, still attention. And for these attention-seeking mans who built their career off attention seeking, it's working in his favor. Big up to Act, the little chipmunk. You know what I'm saying? Don't rate that guy at all. You know what I mean? However, yeah, he's siding more along with Drake, saying that Kendrick's too complicated. I've heard a lot of fans say it. Like I mentioned before, they like the ABC. You know what I mean? I don't see them lot as real rap fans. I see them as pop fans. They like the popular music. You know what I'm saying? They want to listen to club music, and you know what I mean? The subject matter needs to be weak. They don't want no challenging concepts. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick brought you swimming pools, you know what I mean? Swimming pools was about a whole culture that it's just about drinking and getting licked off the aux. And it was such a good such a good song that it became a drinking song in the clubs. People couldn't recognize. That's how you know people aren't really listening properly. They're hearing it and they're like, yeah, this tune sounds banging. Why you babysitting? No need to, you know what I mean? But little do they know that he's actually on about some proper subject matter, you know what I'm saying? And that is the great thing about Kendrick Lamar. He can disguise a record. We Gon' Be Alright was an anthem, a black anthem around the world in some dark times, you know what I mean? And he brought out We Gon' Be Alright. And that shit was fire. And there's not many, Drake can't really do that. Drake's just brandy and coke music, you know what I mean? Brandy and coke in the clubs and that. And just being an absolute, he's a clout merchant as well. He's a culture vulture. You know what I'm saying? I'm part of the mixed race excellent squad, you know what I'm saying? And I think he's a culture vulture myself, you know what I mean? Like, I got Caribbean ancestry, big up Jamaica, you get me every time. And I got a few words that drop into my lingo. And occasionally when I'm chatting to my relatives, the accent comes out a little bit, you know what I'm saying? When I'm chatting to grandma and that. However, I'm not just out here putting it on, trying to sound extra yard and that, like fucking M.R and these fraudulent characters, you know what I'm saying? And Drake is one of those fraudulent characters that will put an accent on just to get clout from a certain demographic, you know what I mean? It'd be on his little fake Caribbean accent, trying to get a little clout from them people there. Put on his little fake London accent, trying to get a little clout from there. And then he's got his Canadian, you know what I mean? He don't know who he is and, you know what I mean, where he want to be. He's confused. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that as the mixed race excellent master myself, you know what I'm saying? He's confused, you know what I mean? He ain't got a clue. However, back to the music. Let's we won't be able to listen to the song, obviously, for obvious reasons. The channel will get taken down. But we can read through the bars of the latest drop. Let's see what Kung Fu Kenny is talking about. You get me? So big up Vibes Only. They're the one bringing the record. But if you have a chance to play it yourself, make sure you do that. Go subscribe to them as well. You know what I'm saying? Hit that bell icon and subscribe over here as well. You know what I mean? So he starts out by saying, yeah, survival, I think somebody lying. Smells like somebody lying. I don't see no fire. I don't see no fire either. I think that, you know what I mean? I agree with that statement right there. Drake ain't bringing no fire. He's lying. You get me? Just trying to survive. Trying to survive the heat. He says, Off-White Sunseeker. Oh, Jesus. Had the Marina, fuck the Phantom. I like to buy yachts when I get the fever. Wine cooler spill on my white tee. The sightseer. Trifecta, money, morals and culture. That's my leisure. So as you can see here, money, morals and culture. That's what Kung Fu Kenny stands for. And Drake stands for money. But he sure don't stand for morals. And he sure don't stand for the culture. So there's another jab there, you know what I mean? We're just getting into it. And he's getting into it, man. He's getting into it. He says, my visa, passport tatted. I show up in Ibiza. Something's dwelling in Brooklyn just to put me on some pizza. Who could reach this? Only God could teleport this type of freedom. My God, my confession is yours. But So he's saying he gets about, you know what I'm saying? He ain't, you know what I mean? Kendrick's a man of the culture. He's a cultural being, you know what I'm saying? He gets about, knows about different things and that. Who am I if I don't go to war? So, by that, obviously, he's seen as a, not by me, but by a lot of Kendrick fans, he's seen as like the messiah of rap, the savior. But he's saying like, who am I if I don't go to war? I can be peaceful and all that. But if I don't go to war when I'm being attacked, if I don't defend myself and defend myself properly going to war, who am I? You get me? So he's telling you, like, I have to do this, you know what I mean? There's an opportunity when living with laws. I discover myself when I fall short. Raise my hand to the fallen sky. I fantasize me jumping planets and mortal lies. I correspond 3 angels watching me all the time. Too much bars for y'all. I'm not even gonna break that one down for y'all. You should already know. You know what I'm saying? The vibes he's coming with. He's just saying he's, you know what I mean? He's an extraordinary human being. You know what I'm saying? His mind's in a whole different planet. He says, put my children to sleep with a prayer, then close my eyes. Definition of peace. Tell me who gon' stop me. I come from love and still cover my heart. Then open me up. Remember when picked up a pen, wrote lyrics that I could trust. So not too much going at Drake here, just talking about himself, talking about his character, what he's looking for, you know. Put his kids to sleep. Just trying to find peace out here, man. He ain't out here on this foolishness, what Drake's on, you know what I'm saying? Timid soul, stare in the mirror, asking where I was from. Austin, I know this type of power has gone cost, but I live in the sin. Oh, I thought that was Arcadian rhythm. Yeah, fuck knows. Rhythms of a shooting star, the mannerisms of Raphael. I can heal and give you art. So man's just saying, look, I will slap you down, you get me? My timing's different, my rhythm's different. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really got to ask himself who he is, he knows, you know what I'm saying? Whereas Drake, on the other hand, he's timid, looking in the mirror asking, who am I? Why am I not black enough? You know what I'm saying? Then he says, but the industry's cooked as I pick the carcass apart. Somebody's lying. I could see the vibes on meaning academics right there. You know what I'm saying? He was watching everyone could see it. He's trying to act like the shit slapping, the Drake shit slapping, but it's not. And when he's listening to the Kendrick shit, he's trying to play it off like it's not slapping. And it is, you know what I'm saying? Just because he's a Drake fanboy, obviously, you know what I mean? Even he looking compromised. Let's peel the layers back. Ain't no brownie points will be on your chest. Harassing and fucking with good people. And good people go to Beck. Like I'm saying before, you're just a waste man, for real. You know what I mean? You bat for the wrong people and then you get on good people, you know what I mean? Because you're a clout merchant. You little hamster looking ginner, you know what I mean? So he's cooking, you know what I mean? Straight to the point. Getting at relevant stuff, you know what I mean? Relevant topics, as in, you know what I mean, bringing, he's showing you, like, I have eyes, innit? I see it all. I see everything going on. Who's backing who's, you know what I mean, who's not backing who, you know what I mean? But he goes on to say, conspiracies about cash, dog. That's not even the leak. Find the truths like cash, dog. I just need you to think. Are you finally ready to play? Have you ever? Let's see, have you ever thought that OVO was working for me? Fake bully, I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. Everyone in your team is whispering that you deserve it. So again, Drake's talking about, oh, you know what I mean, you ain't got as much money and all these things, and Drake's killing it, I'm super rich and all these things. But man's saying about cash, dog. You know what I mean? He's saying, just, that's what I mean. People say Kendrick's too complicated, but it's plain and simple. He's written it out for you, made it easy for you to understand, isn't it? Are you finally ready to play? Have you ever? You know what I mean? You might be acting like you're ready for this, but you're not. You're gonna get slapped down. You get me? Have you ever thought that OVO was working for me? Meaning, you know what I mean? You're working for people. The way your shit's broke down, you're not really the kingpin, innit? Like people's chopping your shit up and it's getting spread out bare different ways. And then the next line, you know what I mean, you're a fake bully, I hate bullies. You know what I mean? He is a fake bully. He tries to go on like he's bad and that, but he's just like I said, he's a brandy and coke don. He's just a little neek at the end of the day. And everyone in your team whispering that you deserve it. I know for a fact bare people in Drake's team don't rate him, but they're just on the payroll, so they've got to follow along. Yes sir, no sir, yes massa. You know what I'm saying? But they know deep down that man's a chief. And I don't mean chief as in Native American chief. I mean chief as in chief of police. You know what I'm saying? Actual chief. But yeah, he's just saying your team don't even back you really. You know what I mean? You're just paying them, so they have to act like they are. You know what I mean? But whispering behind your back, they're saying, look, yeah, you're getting it. You know what I mean? Pause if necessary. It says, can't Tootsie slide out of this one. It's just gonna resurface. Every dog gotta have his day. Now live in your purpose. Every dog gotta have his day. Drake's dog references for his album. You know what I mean? It was fun till you start to put money up in the streets, then lost money because they came back with the no receipts. Basically, Drake, don't act like you're hard. You're not from the roads like that. You get me? You're not from where Kung Fu Kenny's from at the end of the day, saying, you know what I mean? You try to put money in the streets, acting like you're on some G shit, but that shit ain't coming back to you, because man don't respect you like that, and you don't have no power like that, and you're just doing it for image purposes. You know what I'm saying? And that shit don't work. So if you're gonna stay on your soft boy shit, stay in that lane. Don't be trying to play gangster as well, because it ain't working. He goes on to say, I'm sorry that I live a boring life. I love peace. And that's my vibe, man. I mean, sorry I'm boring. Sorry, I just want peace, you know what I mean? But that's what we're at now. It's a grown man thing, innit? But war ready, if the world's ready to see you bleed. The Elohim, KTW. No, you can't sleep. These images trouble you. No, the wire in the circle should puzzle you. And this is what I'm saying. He's saying, look, I'm not on this bully boy thing, but you try to disrupt man's peace, so coming for you. Be ready for war, innit? And everyone's gonna watch you bleed. You know what I mean? I don't think they're ready for that. I don't think they're ready to see. Obviously, Pusha T pushed your wig back as well, innit? And a lot of people have, you know what I mean? However, people still act like Drake can't get hurt and that, you know what I'm saying? He said, no, you can't sleep. These images trouble you. No, the wire in the circle should puzzle you. Someone in your circle, Drake, don't like you, innit? And they're feeding information to Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what he's getting at there, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he's just talking, man, and it ain't even hard for him. And the way, if I could play the whole beat for you, where you could hear the delivery of the bars, the crazy shit, man. Kung Fu Kenny, you know what I'm saying? If you were street smart, then you would have caught that your entourage is only to hustle you. So like I'm saying before, the wire in the circle, somebody's feeding shit to Kung Fu Kenny, you know what I'm saying? No, they don't really rate you, Drake, you know what I'm saying? They want you to lose, you know what I mean? They want you out of here, really, but they can't really, they're getting paid, innit, from you. And that's the only reason why they're there, innit? And like he's saying, they're only there to hustle you. You know what I'm saying? Your entourage. 100 niggas that you got on salary, and 20 of them want you as a casualty. Wow. And one of them is actually next to you. So you gotta look who's in all the pictures next to Drake, and that who's his right hand man, because that is the man stabbing him in the back right now. He's saying you might have 100 niggas on salary, but 20 of them want you in casualty. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have to go into that. I don't even have to go into any of this, because he hasn't made it mad complicated like people make out. Oh, it's too complicated and that. You know what I mean? He's made it simple and clear for you lot. Goes on to say, and 2 of them is practically tied to your lifestyle. Just don't got the audacity to tell you. But let me tell you some game, 'cause I can see you, my little homie. You playing dirty with the propaganda. He blow up on you. You're playing dirty with the Zach Beer and Twitter bots. So basically, no one's really backing you, Drake, and Drake's got to have a lot of smoke and mirrors in order to appear on social media and on the internet as though people are really backing you, when it's just bots. You've just paid people to make bots to just back your little claims and back your little thing. But everyone can see it. Everyone can see through that. You ain't got no legitimate backing, and the fans that do back you, they're not proper hip hop heads, innit? They don't really know about Wagwan. They're just pop dons. And a lot of people in the mainstream, so like Gilly, like Gilly and Warlow for $1 million worth of game or whatever it is, they're only backing Drake because they see Drake about at these events and that, and they probably dap him up and act like they're cool with him and that. So online they have to say these things, but I know back home when no one's about, they're speaking the truth, innit? You know what I'm saying? And it won't be positive, you know what I mean, towards Drake. Goes on to say, but your reality can't hide behind Wi-Fi. Your little memes is a losing team. They figured you out. The forced opinions is not convincing. You'll need a new route. It's time you look around on who's around you before you figure that you're not alone. Ask what Mike would do. So it's basically what I was just talking about, you know what I was saying? He's just paid people to act like he's winning and Drake's amazing and all this stuff, when it's just not. No one's convinced by it. No proper, like I'm saying, no hip hop don, no real hip hop don is convinced by Drake at all, you know what I'm saying? And ask what Mike would do. You have to figure that one out for yourselves, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's Mike Jackson, because he made the line in Euphoria, the previous diss track about Prince outliving Mike, or he could be on about, you know what I'm saying, one of the other Mikes. I think that's pretty much it, you know. But when you hear it on the record, with the beat, with the delivery, it's crazy. It's a wild diss record. I think this one would do better than Euphoria. Euphoria was sick though because it had all the switches. You know what I mean? All the switch up in the beats. So let's hear what people are saying in the comments. Well, let's see. Let's have a look. As you can see here, this is not a diss record. This is a father-son lecture. J. Cole waking up this morning saying, "See, this is why I did what I did." You know what I mean? J. Cole knew, innit? He's not dumb. He's on a level as well, but he just knows it's a long day trying to go back and forth with Kendrick Lamar. You know what I mean? And he's not doing that just because Drake. You know what I mean? He's not backing Drake's beef. He's like, nah, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really down with that. First track was Angry Stepdad. This is disappointed father talking to you in the living room with something on the rocks and low lighting, like you're you fucked up, right? That's what I'm saying. The real people know Wagwan. They know what this is. The moment when the only thing trending more than Kendrick is Kendrick, because his Euphoria was trending #1. That shit's doing mad numbers. You know what I mean? Numbers, Larry June. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So this one's about to do the same or more. He said a team of ghostwriters just got fired in the boardroom somewhere in America. Because like I'm saying, Drake ain't real, man. Smoke and mirrors done. He might even be an agent. Because he don't write his own stuff. He's got ghostwriters. He's seen his funny grabbing ass acting roles, doing blackface, doing a whole lot of spooky shit. You know what I'm saying? He's not really got in the game of being a sick rapper. You know what I mean? He just played it well. He's intelligent. He's playing chess as well. He's not a checkers don. I'm not gonna go that far. He's definitely playing chess, but he's just not in the rapping circle. You're not that, innit? Just stay on your soft boy shit, on your JD and Coke. Next comment: Drake just threw his wine glass at the wall and chipped a nail. Dude dissed him so hard he cares for him. Drake's the type to lock himself in his room so nobody sees and vibe to this even though it's about him. I'd hate waking up as an OVO member and the first thing I see on my phone is an emergency team meeting for a lie detector test. Wow. Because somebody's you got a rat in your camp, as Big Pun would say. You know what I'm saying? Can't kick a dog when it's down. Kendrick kicks a dog when it's down. You know what I mean? Everybody knows, man. Just these comments are lit. 6/16 is Father's Day. Also Pac's birthday. Making fun of Drake's timestamp songs. Dropped at 6:16 a.m. Multiple possible Bible references. Is it John 16? I can't remember. Drake the sixth god liking 16-year-old girls. Oh my god. Oh my god. Euphoria. Like, this is a quadruple entendre. That's what I'm talking about. There's too many levels to Kendrick's shit. Like, he'll write it down simply for you, but if you really know what's going on and you look into it, yeah, I mean, it's crazy levels, different levels. Drake's ghostwriter searching for the Dragon Balls right now. That's the comment right there. As soon as Kendrick heard that Drake might release a response this soon, Kendrick was like, "Nah, bitch, I ain't done." Kendrick really said, "I'ma ruin your weekend too, Crody." And that's mad, because Crody is the name of Drake's cat. So calling him Crody is like a diss on the Canadian culture. Like, yeah fam, yeah Brody, you know what I mean? them Utes a tap, fam, you know, doing the fake UK accent out in Canada and that, using the UK slang, and then also Cody being his cat's name, calling him a pussy as well, you get me? That's what I'm saying, there's levels to this shit, son. Back to back, I like that record. I'm gonna get back to that for the record. Jeez. Just told him to get his shit together in the most respectful way he could. The best thing about Kendrick is that he's literally the human IQ test with his lyricism. You can see who's below the 100 in the comments, and that's basically, see that there, I might as well have wrote that one there, because it's true, innit? Yeah, I mean, there's different levels to this shit, and if you ain't a lyricist and you're just some pop don who don't really understand bars, and you just go on, I don't know what you're going on, you know what I mean? It's some dead thing. So he's just murdering, he's just getting murdered, isn't it? It's been a easy murdering of Drake. Let's take a quick look at some memes. Let's see, War Gwizzy. Let me just check everything is blessy. Yeah, man, everything cool. How it feels trying to listen to one of Drake's 15 albums. Man is sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Man's done the Civil War, you know. I know whose side I'm on. I know fucking J. Cole ain't on Drake's side. Kendrick Lamar is believed to have a full diss track on Drake ready to drop at any moment. Drake and his team seem to want Kendrick to push the button and drop it. And I was going to do a breakdown for this video because this video is a top video. But again, I don't doubt I'll be able to play the audio. But I guess we can give it a go. I don't know if you can hear that. So I'm gonna put it through the headphones.
All the subliminal disses from Drake's new album, so I decided to stick with a similar style. And in my last video, I asked you guys to hit the like button, which is something
hit the like button, man. Go subscribe to my guy. He's putting a lot of effort.
Just do me a favor and,
you know what I'm saying?
So Kendrick identified really early on that the mainstream hip hop wasn't really his thing. However,
it's true.
On June 16, 2011, Kendrick performed in Toronto for the very first time, and when Drake found out he was in the city, he decided to hit him up so that they could meet. I need y'all to know, this is my first time out here, you dig? And Kendrick would speak about meeting Drake in a XXL magazine and said, "That's a real good dude. He got a real genuine soul. We clicked immediately." And it was during that meeting that Kendrick provided Drake with a copy of his unreleased album, SAGA.
So as Kendrick's coming up, Drake obviously seen the talent, you know what I mean? And was like, culture vulture mode, let's bring Kendrick in so I can, you know what I mean, get that fucking core fan base, you know what I'm saying? New Section 80 was about to come out. Section 80 was cold.
Outside of his team to hear Section 80, and that Drake was blown away by the project. I even found a 2011 tweet where Drake posted Kendrick's lyrics from ADHD. We never do listen comes with it anyway. Drake liked Kendrick's music so much that he asked him to be on his upcoming sophomore.
And do you know why that's so fake? Because that wasn't even that bar there. Like, why has he done that? Like, he could have just put an actual bar, but he's done. We never listen unless it comes with an 808.
first time, and how he was surprised that Drake wasn't fake like most of the music business. Kendrick outlines how Drake showed him a taste of what being rich and famous actually looked like. On the track, Kendrick really battles with the idea of becoming famous, as he's worried that it will change him for the worse.
Of course. And Drake is obviously the king of
Back then, we could
trying
see
to
the
bring him into
difference
that.
in these two artists, where Drake is talking about
Let's skip forward a little
years
bit.
later,
I want to see.
Duke did get depressed from expose Drake for having ghostwriters. 10 bands, 50 bands, 100 bands, man. I can remember having a conversation with my little brother on the phone, and we were both saying, like, there's no way. There's no way that Drake has ghostwriters because he's too good of a writer himself. It just doesn't make sense.
Bad ghostwriters, you know what I mean?
Boy, were we wrong. Okay, 10 bands, 50 bands, 100 bands, man. Did you hear the reference tracks? Line for line, word for word. Is it bad? No, it's a terrible time to be a Drake fan. Shortly after Meek's tweets, the reference tracks would leak to support the ghostwriter allegations, and now we get back to Kendrick, who just a few months earlier made reference to rappers with ghostwriters on his single King Kunta. So basically, Kendrick found
That was
out
another
this
Cole project.
ghostwriting shit months before we did, and months before it even got exposed. And Kendrick is basically saying, like, I know what you've been up to, buddy. I'm not gonna say anything, but I know. With all that said, as everyone knows, Drake responded to Meek Mill with a now legendary diss record back to back. And being a day one Drake fan, for me personally, I was never more proud of Drake in his whole entire career than when he dropped back to back.
The new record, back to back, tough tune, tough tune.
But once again, Kendrick responds to Drake just 1 month later on Dr. Dre's Compton album.
Still I got enemies giving me energy, I wanna fight now. Subliminal sending me all of this hate, I thought I was holding the mic down.
In this one, Kendrick references Drake's recent track, Enemies.
Got enemies, got a lot of enemies.
Kendrick is once again talking about how Drake keeps going the subliminal route, which at the end of the day is really no different from what he's doing, but he didn't stop there, as he did it again on another song from the same album.
They liable to bury him, they nominated 6 to carry him. The beef is on his breath and heritage, the drama better than a great white. Cause this is life in my aquarium.
The words "they nominated 6 to carry him" could potentially be a Drake reference, given the fact that Toronto is referred to as the Six. And if this is the case, Kendrick is basically saying that everyone seems to think that Drake is his greatest opponent, but that he's a great white and that this is his aquarium, aka he's the king of hip hop.
Can you ever look back on any?
I cannot call myself the best rapper if I have. And sadly, a lot of people did not like this album. I'm not one of them. I absolutely loved it. I'm also a big therapy guy because I'm bipolar. I don't really have any choice but not be a therapy guy, but this project definitely connected with me, at least. And it was on this album where Kendrick admitted on a song that he didn't understand why Drake and Kanye squashed their beef.
When Kanye got back with Drake, I was slightly confused. Guess I'm not mature as I think. Got some healing to do.
In my opinion, this is just Kendrick's way of telling Drake that he has zero intentions of ever patching things up with him. And there's people that we meet all the time that we just don't like. Sometimes it's for
But anyway, people, we could just watch the whole video, but you can do that for yourself. Go follow What's the Dirt, you know what I'm saying? Go subscribe over there and that. So that's the back and forth has been going on for quite a while. A lot of people's tried to get at Drake. One being Rick Ross. Rick Ross's tune was heavy as well. Common even did one back in the day. The whole world's trying to get rid of Drake. And I think mainly it's because of what he stands for, you know what I'm saying? And if you appreciate hip hop and you love it, you know what I mean, you want the best for it. You don't want ghostwriters running, ghostwriters, someone that's being written for to be running the game, someone that's so soft, someone that's just a culture vulture. Like, he's not the guy, innit? He's not the king. He might have the mainstream under the thumb, but hip hop, it's called hip hop, I know, but it's never really been meant for the mainstream. It's just been so popular over the years that the mainstream now use it, you know what I mean, use it to sell products, use it for advertisement, use it for all that type of stuff. So now it's more widely accepted, but it's never been about really being mainstream. It's always been, you know what I mean, a culture thing, a us versus them thing, you know what I mean. Look back at it, the history of hip hop. You gotta be a historian, you know what I mean, to actually get why Drake can't be the king and why Kendrick is better suited for it, you know what I mean. And yeah, I don't want to go too long to this. It's already been 42 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But this is only the start. It's gonna continue. Crody, you know what I mean, brother, as Kendrick would say to Drake. You know what I mean? How you doing, brother? Taking the piss out of Drake's accents and that. Man called him Crody, you know. Yeah, but we're gonna continue to follow it anyway. I just wanted to tell you a lot about the new track 16. You know what I'm saying? 616, sorry. And yeah, man, we'll be back following the beef as it continues. It's over to Drake. See what Drake brings to the table. But yeah, people, didn't mean to make such a long video, but you know what it is. We just gotta do our thing sometimes. But it is what it is. You know what it is. More time is more time. I'm the monk. If you like what you saw, hit the subscribe, hit the like button. It'd be greatly appreciated. Come join us. You know what I'm saying? More content on the way. Stay locked. You know what it is. More time is more time. I'm the monk. We out of here. Salute.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?